You're listening to
Catholic Sprouts,
the daily podcast for Catholic kids that strives to plant seeds of faith. Easter Friday, Jesus appears at the seaside. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to John. After these things, Jesus showed himself again to the disciples by the Sea of Tiberias. He showed himself in this way. Gathered there together were Simon Peter, Thomas called the twin, Nathanael of Cana in Galilee and the sons of Zebedee, and two others of his disciples. Simon Peter said to them, "I am going fishing." They said to him, "We will go with you." They went out and got into the boat, but that night they caught nothing. Just after daybreak, Jesus stood on the beach, but the disciples did not know that it was Jesus. Jesus said to them, "Children, you have no fish, have you?" They answered him, "No." He said to them, "Cast the net to the right side of the boat, and you will find some." So they cast it. And now they were not able to haul it in because there were so many fish. The disciple to whom Jesus loved said to Peter, "It is the Lord." When Simon Peter heard that it was the Lord, he put on some clothes, for he was naked, and jumped into the sea. But the other disciples came in the boat, dragging the net full of fish, for they were not far from land, only about 100 yards off. When they had gone ashore, they saw a charcoal fire there with fish on it and bread. Jesus said to them, "Bring some of the fish that you have just caught." So Simon Peter went aboard and hauled the net ashore, full of large fish, 153 of them. And though there were so many, the net was not torn. Jesus said to them, "Come and have some breakfast." Now none of the disciples dared to ask him, "Who are you?" because they knew it was the Lord. Jesus came and took the bread and gave it to them, and did the same with the fish. This was now the third time that Jesus appeared to the disciples after he was raised from the dead. The Gospel of the Lord. Look at the image of Jesus appearing at the seaside. Imagine that you are one of the disciples out in the boat. The sun is creeping up, and you are exhausted and defeated. The night before, Peter had urged you to join him and return to your old life and go fishing. Sure, you had seen Jesus. He had risen from the dead, but what now? The Jews would kill you if you told anyone. You had better just get on with it and return to your old life. And so you went out with Peter on the sea, but all night you cast the net and caught nothing. Now, as the rays of orange sun spread across the water, you look to the shore and see a man standing there. You don't recognize him. He asks you if you have caught anything, and you grumble, "No, not a single fish." He smiles in a knowing way and tells you to cast the nets once more, this time off the right side of the ship. You look at each other and smirk, but to humor him, you cast the nets, and as you pull them in, the great weight of a huge school of fish surprise you. The boat tips. You fear the nets might rip. There are so many fish. John looks at this man standing on the shore, and you hear him shout, "It is the Lord." You look too, and it is true. There, standing on the side of the sea, is the man that you followed. It is Jesus Christ. Hastily you paddle to shore, dragging the net behind you. You are eager to be on your knees before Jesus, worshiping him. As you get to the shore, you see a small charcoal fire burning there. Jesus is near it. He's looking at you, and he is waving for you to come closer and to share this meal with him. That's it for Catholic Sprouts today. We'll be back tomorrow, but until then, continue to grow in your faith and truly sprout into the beautiful creation that God created you to be.
This podcast is part of the Spoke Street Network. For more great podcasts, visit spokestreet.com.